Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fluent English with Podcast. I'm Anna, and today we're talking about something that so many English learners struggle with: thinking in English instead of translating from your native language.
Yes, if you've ever felt nervous or slow when speaking English, it's probably because your brain is still translating every single word before you say it. That extra step makes everything harder, and honestly, it can be frustrating.
But here's the good news. You can train your brain to stop translating, and the process is actually simple. It doesn't require advanced grammar or hours of studying. It just takes small, daily habits that slowly rewire the way you think.
And that's exactly what we're going to share with you in this episode. We'll guide you through 5 easy steps that you can start using right away. Each step is practical, clear, and designed for everyday life. And at the end, we'll even do a short guided practice together, so you can immediately try these habits while you're listening.
Now, let's quickly give you the roadmap so you know what's coming. Imagine this like a little journey, step by step. Each habit builds on the last one.
Step 1. Label your world. You'll learn to name the simple things around you: your chair, your desk, your book, all in English. Step 2. Use English for your daily thoughts. That means taking the little sentences in your head like "I'm tired" or "I need to eat" and switching them into English. Step 3. Shadow short videos. This is where you copy the rhythm and pronunciation of a native speaker to train your ear and your mouth. Step 4. Talk to yourself. Yes, it sounds funny, but it's powerful. We'll explain how. Step 5. Use your imagination. Create tiny, simple English stories in your mind as you go about your day.
And after these steps, we'll also remind you about something very important: patience. Because thinking in English doesn't happen overnight, but with practice, it absolutely will happen.
Think of it this way. If you give yourself just a few minutes every single day, these habits will start to feel natural. One day, you'll realize that your thoughts are happening in English without any effort. And that's an amazing moment.
So that's the journey ahead. Label, think, shadow, talk, imagine, and stay patient. Together, these habits can transform the way you use English.
All right, now that you know the roadmap, let's begin with the very first step. It's easy, practical, and you can start doing it as soon as you finish listening today.
Step 1. Label your world.
Okay, let's start with the easiest habit. Label your world. This means name the things around you in English. Simple words. Simple sentences.
Right. Look at what's near you right now: your desk, your phone, a cup, a chair. Say the word in English. Then make a short sentence. For example, "This is a chair," or "My phone is on the table."
Don't worry about grammar or long sentences. Keep it short. This is a chair. I see a window. The book is red. Saying these aloud helps connect the English word to the object in your mind.
Try this for 1 minute each day. Walk around your room, point, and say 5 words out loud. It trains your brain to name things in English automatically.
If you're in public and don't want to speak out loud, you can say the words quietly in your head. But speaking out loud is faster for learning.
Step 2. Daily thoughts in English.
Step 2 is about your inner voice, the short sentences you say inside your head all day. These are powerful because they are automatic.
Most people think, "I'm tired," or "I need to eat," in their native language. Today, start saying those small thoughts in English. For example, "I'm tired. I need to eat. I forgot my keys."
When you brush your teeth, say in your head, "I'm brushing my teeth now." When you walk to work, think, "I will be on time." The goal is not perfect grammar, it's habit. The more your inner voice uses English, the easier speaking becomes.
It might feel strange at first. That's okay. The brain needs practice. Replace 3 of your regular inner thoughts with English today. Do it for just a few minutes and notice the difference.
Step 3. Shadow short videos.
Step 3. Shadowing. This means you listen to a short English sentence and repeat it right after the speaker, copying their rhythm, tone, and pronunciation.
Find a short clip, maybe 10 to 30 seconds, with subtitles if possible. Listen to one sentence, pause, and repeat it. Try to match the speaker's speed and intonation. For learners, short and clear is best.
For example, you hear, "It's a sunny day." Pause, then say, "It's a sunny day." Try to imitate the same feeling the speaker has. Is it excited? Come. Copy that.
Shadow for just 3 to 5 minutes a day. This trains your ear and mouth together. Over time, your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence will improve.
Don't rush. Focus on one sentence at a time. Repeating sentences helps your brain store natural English patterns, not translations.
Step 4. Talk to yourself.
Step 4 might feel a little silly, but it's very effective. Talk to yourself in English. Use a mirror if you like, but you don't need one. The important thing is to speak out loud.
Say things like, "Today will be a good day." "I will finish my work," or describe simple actions as you do them. "Now I am making coffee." "Now I am opening the door."
Mirror talk builds both language and confidence. When you see your own face and hear your own voice in English, your brain learns that speaking English is safe and normal.
Try this for 1 or 2 minutes each morning. An affirmation, a short diary line, or a description of what you'll do that day. Small steps add up.
Step 5. Imagine simple stories.
Step 5 uses imagination. When you walk, commute, or wait in line, create tiny English scenes in your mind.
Picture, a dog chases a ball. Then add one more sentence. The dog is happy. Or make it silly. A banana talks to a watermelon. Strange but fun.
These mini stories force your brain to make original English sentences, not translated ones. They help you practice verbs, adjectives, and sentence flow without pressure.
Try to create one short scene with 2 sentences today. Make it visual in your mind and describe it in English. The more you do this, the easier it becomes.
We want to remind you, be patient. Thinking in English takes time. It is not about perfection.
Small, daily practice is what changes your brain. Consistency beats intensity. 10 minutes today, 10 tomorrow. That matters far more than a long but rare study session.
Celebrate small wins. If you say one sentence in English today that you would have said last week, that's progress.
Trust the process. One day you'll notice your inner voice shifting, and that moment feels great. Now let's do a short, guided practice together. You don't need anything, just your voice and a moment. We'll do 4 mini rounds. Label, inner voice, shadow, imagine. I'll speak slowly. Repeat after me.
Round 1, label. We'll name 5 objects. Say the word, and then a short sentence. Chair. This is a chair. Phone. My phone is on the table. Book. This is my book. Window. I see a window. Cup. My cup is full.
Round 2, inner voice. Think these short sentences in English, then say them quietly out loud. 1. I'm brushing my teeth now. 2. I need to hurry. 3. It's hot today.
Round 3, shadow. I'll say a sentence. Listen, then repeat exactly. 1. I'm learning something new every day. 2. Today is going to be a good day. 3. I feel more confident when I practice.
Round 4, imagine. Close your eyes if you can. Picture a short scene and say 2 sentences in English. Example we say out loud first. A dog is chasing a ball. The dog is very happy. Now your turn. 2 sentences about one tiny scene.
Great job. That took less than 2 minutes, and you practiced labeling, thinking, shadowing, and imagining all together.
Quick recap: 5 habits. Label your world. Use English for your inner thoughts. Shadow short videos. Talk to yourself out loud and imagine simple stories. Do a little every day.
If you liked this episode, please subscribe to Fluent English with Podcast. Try today's 5-minute practice now. And tell us one sentence you said in English in the comments or on our page. We love to hear your progress.
Keep practicing. Be patient. You're closer than you think to thinking in English.
See you in the next episode.